Welcome to Memorial Stadium and the sea of red in the heartland of Lincoln, Nebraska. An uncommon place and home to an uncommon program with a championship pedigree. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Huskers will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Georgia going back to work with another first down. Out of the gun, the inside give.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Touch pass on the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's caught. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it. And the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. This crowd will blow out a vocal cord to help this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. Throwing toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I'll tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
On first down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. Across the 25, he's got room. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Got 3 on first down. It's second and 7. Handoff from the gun. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Really nice job by the defense. The offense has the whole playbook open to him on third and short. They try to slip in the screen. Did not fool the defense at all. Nice stop by the defense.
So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on fourth down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? The Cornhuskers headed quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Great job by the defense winning those early downs. Now you get them in a predictable situation. Third and long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
He finds his man. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Makes the catch, he's got enough. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. First down to start the drive after the break. Here's the handoff. They stop him right on the edge of the red zone. A pickup of 5 to the 20. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the timing just a hair off. The Huskers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid off for them.
Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the 1st down.
Go straight ahead. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Cornhuskers want to crank the tempo. Trying to break the plane on 2nd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football. 4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
4th and goal from the 5. The offense is still out there. This epitomizes confidence. They'll go to the air. He caught it. They will score. Touchdown, Husker. If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
He's taking the shot. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And they're able to get him on the ground.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, David, that they're able to score.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cherry. Oh, the ball squirts out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these 2-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick a field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
Quarterback on the keeper. At the 20, he's got space. That's a live ball. Oh, the offense very fortunate to fall on that football. The Huskers are threatening in the red zone. Looking to move it through the air. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, the ground game. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nebraska! When the quarterback runs it, he's got the extra blocker, and I don't even know if he needed it. He just gashed him there.
Yeah, Reese. I mean, this offensive coordinator does a good job scheming ways to get this quarterback out into space with the ball in his hands. And when he's there, he can make people miss. And if he gets into the second level of your defense, that dude is gone.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fast motion from the offense. They'll go back to the air on second down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Trying to find his man on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Fights off a defender. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the 2nd half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football. You're ahead. You can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
You think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that where you're looking for the 1st down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The quick out. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. He's got it.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Huskers! And the punishment has been extended. Well, Lil Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like, having it. What? Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Arizona State is having its way offensively, just marching up and down the field at a breathtaking pace. They're up by 28 over the Astronauts. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Right back to the well. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. The Dogs are in the hurry-up. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now on second down.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Oh, he gave him the limp leg. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to him again. Creates a little space. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the ball.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on the first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Soft spot in the middle. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's good enough for first down.
To the ground with the back. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Caught near the sideline. It's Cherry. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nebraska 28, Georgia 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll try it on the ground. And that decision will be questioned for a while. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Leaves it with the back. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1. Gets him out to the 5. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. And the Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on first down. The throw to the outside is complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Motion from the offense. Wants to fire on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
In the last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the score.
Snatches it on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
0.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
First and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. Georgia going up tempo. Comes out throwing on first down. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He'll take another shot here. Got it! And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. Ready to try the point after. And it's blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Unloads quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. The Cornhuskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense is.
Touchdown, Nebraska! And the route is on.
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over.
Pulls it in on the right. Running toward the tape. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From the shotgun, they'll run it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Pulls and fires complete. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Yeah, and I like this offense keeping the foot on the gas. You got to lead by a couple scores, but keep the foot on the accelerator. Nice job. Another big play down the field for this offense.
And he intercepts it. And with that turnover, we come to the close of this game. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative